From like 11 to 21, I was pretty much under the influence of alcohol and drugs the entire time. And by 21 years old, I was a full-blown heroin addict.
Welcome back to episode 5 of 10 Questions with a Millionaire. I'm here with Alex Coffman, a real estate brokerage owner and real estate investor. Alex, could you go ahead and give us a brief background on your history and how you got to where you are today?
So I got started in real estate about 5 years ago with my partner, Matt Teifke. We started off just investing in real estate together, and then we partnered on the brokerage side, and we've really grown and scaled that out here in Texas. Our goal is to be a global real estate brokerage for entrepreneurs. Today, Matt and I together, we own approximately 100 units together.
And you just mentioned something like entrepreneurs. Could you give us them like a brief background on what it means to be an entrepreneur?
When you get your real estate license, typically you're taught to just do one thing. You're taught to just be a listing agent. You're taught to just do residential. You're taught to just be a buyer's agent. You're taught to only do commercial, to not do residential, to not worry about investing in real estate, to not wholesale. What we call everybody with us here at TRE is entrepreneurs, because we feel that you should be the true real estate professional and not just limit yourself to one thing. Because if the market shifts, if you don't know how to do this or that, then you're going to be limited in how much money you can make and how successful you'll be. So we teach all of our entrepreneurs how to make money in and on real estate and how to make money in every aspect of real estate.
What was kind of your career path to get into real estate?
Sure, I mean, like, I could tell the short or the long, but in short, I was going down the wrong path in high school. So from like 11 to 21, I was pretty much under the influence of alcohol and drugs the entire time. And by 21 years old, I was a full-blown heroin addict. So I got sober at 21, worked at Firehouse Subs to start my career off, making $8.50 an hour. Then I was washing dishes at a country club and worked in the kitchen. I worked for an oil and gas company, and ultimately just knew that I didn't want a job or to follow a career path. You know, I always knew that I could and would make money for myself, but after I got sober, it was how can I do it legally and not sell drugs illegally? And that's when I connected with Matt again. I've known Matt since I was about 8 years old, and he showed me the path in real estate.
And so how did you get started from your start in real estate to becoming a real estate broker?
Matt's actually our real estate broker, but together we own the brokerage. And so he had his broker license, and we said, hey, we want to create a place where people can come and get more out of real estate for themselves, to do the opposite of what I was saying earlier, where the other traditional real estate brokerages put you down this path that you may not want to go down. At this point, we had been buying real estate together, and we owned, I think, like 15 units at that time. And then we said, hey, well, let's create a real estate brokerage for true entrepreneurs. That's where we started forming TRE to where it is today.
Could you give us a brief story on what that first real estate deal looked like?
The first real estate deal that I bought was one that Matt and I got from a wholesaler. It's actually in Austin, but all the way north, pretty much in Round Rock and Brushy Creek. At the time, we contracted it at $107,000, which is dirt cheap. The seller ended up having some liens on it, so we had to pay those off. We ended up paying about $139,000, give or take. Still dirt cheap. At the time when we bought it, it was worth about $200,000. And you know, I was nervous, right? We required about 56 down. So, you know, $28,000 from me and Matt. And I had never bought real estate before, but Matt was like, hey man, just trust me. Like, there's a good deal. Don't worry about it. It'll be a great investment for us down the road. Ultimately, I just placed all the trust in Matt that he knew what he was doing and he was looking out for us in this investment. And today that thing's worth easy close to $400,000.
Wow.
And we've pulled, you know, like $150K out of it too. And we still own it and cash flow on the rent every single month.
That's amazing. And how long has that been since that first deal?
I think December 2018.
You were in a business partnership with Matt. So how did that come about to being like, hey, I want to have you as my partner? And what qualities would you say people should look for in terms of a business partner?
We didn't necessarily start off, you know, like, hey, let's partner on this and everything for the remainder of life, right? We just started to do deals together, start working together. I was learning from Matt. I was doing some legwork and putting in action for us while he was, you know, maybe at his commercial brokerage or working at his property management company, just ultimately trying to find deals. And so that's how it started, and it worked out really well. I mean, we work really well together. We're very similar in a lot of ways, but we're also very different with our skills and our attributes and what we enjoy doing. And we're also brothers. His family's my family, his mom's my mom essentially. And then it also really helped out that we were good partners on the business side of things. I was talking about this on a podcast yesterday, how just being brothers doesn't necessarily mean that we would be good business partners, but the fact that we have both really makes it strong. Find someone who has the same values that you do, like morally, because if y'all disagree morally and with your values and where you align spiritually and things like that, you're gonna be in conflict at some point moving forward, right? Make sure that y'all trust each other, make sure that y'all have the same goals and the same vision, and then on the other side, make sure that y'all have different skill sets. Like Matt's very good at sales and networking and meeting people and relationships and ideas and vision, and I really enjoy putting all of that into action. I don't want to go to meetings. I want to run our business and run our operations, grow and scale our operations, and so we complement each other in those ways.
What would you say is your best financial decision and your worst financial decision you've made in your life?
I'd say my best financial decision has been to just put every single penny that I've made and that we make into real estate and into our businesses. And then the worst financial decision was to not take more risks.
How important is it to take risks in order to be successful?
Not taking risks is also a risk. Even though you may not be putting all your money up and risking it on this investment, you're taking a risk by not doing that because you're risking not reaping all the rewards that you're gonna get from the upside there. We put everything on the line at all times, and we just have 110% belief that we're gonna make it work no matter what.
Where do you see yourself in 10 years?
I don't necessarily have and we don't have like a unit number or financial number of cash flow or revenue or profit. The goal is to have this community and network of entrepreneurs under Teifke Real Estate all across the globe and the world, and all of us be doing deals and helping each other and growing with each other across the entire world. And then when Elon gets to Mars, we'll be doing it on Mars. That's the ultimate goal, is just buy as much real estate as we can, help as many people as we can, and continue to build this tight-knit community of entrepreneurs all over the world so that everybody can be helping each other out, growing with each other, and doing deals together.
For anyone who feels like they're just not doing what they want to do right now, whether it be following their passion or they just maybe don't enjoy what they're doing, what advice would you give to that person?
I think everybody's personal situations are different, and when I was working at Firehouse Subs or one of the other jobs, I had no responsibility, right? Just me. Like, I didn't have kids, I didn't have a wife, I didn't have people relying on me. I just relied on myself. And so that allowed me to do more things that maybe somebody else couldn't. But I just ultimately believe that I think it's hard to come up with an excuse for why you can't accomplish what you want to do. And I think that if you want it bad enough, you'll figure out a way to do it. And I mean, I sacrificed a lot. I did not go out and spend money on this or that. I did not do things that other people were doing. I was 100% bought into this way of life and making this work and being successful in a legal business, that I gave up a lot of things that other people were doing. Ultimately, like, in short, just think it's about sacrificing whatever it is for your dream. I think that anything is possible and anybody can achieve whatever they want to. I think that the moment we stop allowing people outside of us or in our circle or society or whatever it is to try and tell us what we can't do or what we can do or what we need to be or whatever, as soon as we let go of that and just start being true to ourselves and 100% accountable to ourselves, I think we can make anything we want reality.
Thank you so much for joining us for episode 5 of 10 Questions with a Millionaire. I'm here with Alex Coffman. Where can people find out more about how to reach you and how to reach TRE?
Teifke Real Estate, Teifke. It's a hard one. Teifke Real Estate. You can find us on Instagram, YouTube, go to our website, Facebook, TikTok. Our headquarters here in Austin, Texas. Reach out to me. My phone number is 512-517-1360. We're here to help and whatever we can do to help anybody out.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much again for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe.